Okay. So welcome for our lecture for today. So for today, we will be discussing about linear coefficients in two variables. No? So ito yung last topic for the midterm exam next week. So before anything else, reminders and announcement. Again, your activity about homogeneous equation is due today, October 1, 2020. So until 12 midnight yung deadline yan. So I've already checked na may mga nakapag-submit na naman, no? So, yung para sa hindi pa, you still have plenty of time until later this day. Okay? And then, midterm examination is next week, October 8. So, yung time natin, no? So, yun yung midterm examination nyo. So, 2 to 4 ulit. Then, last is yung learners progress monitoring report. I don't know if you have prepared yung para sa prelim, para sa subject natin, pero required kasi na i-accomplish niyo yun, ano. So, I'll be posting later kung ano yung mga, by week kasi yung pag-accomplish nun. And dun sa student portal niyo, meron kayong, form na puwedeng directory para dun sa pagfi-fill upan niyo para sa learners progress monitoring report. Provide ko na lang din later 'no, para isang link na lang yung gamitin niyo. Kasi 'di ba merong isa na kumakalat na yung document form, yung naka-Word file. Meron din namang isa na galing dun sa system ng student portal na naka-Google Form. So, I guess mas madali yung sa Google Form kasi, dadiretso na siya sa HRD, okay. So, later I'll try to make a, post na lang regarding Fairness Progress Monitoring Report sa groups natin, okay. So, dapat every after examination nape-prepare yun. So, parang hindi pa lang nape-prepare yung sa prelim 'no. So, after midterm next week magpe-prepare na ulit kayo ng para sa midterm 'no. So, yung, week 5 to 8. So, yun yung papasok sa midterm. So, i-guide ko na lang kayo regarding this one, okay. Then, at the end of this session, these are the things that, hopefully you'll understand. So first one is to discuss natin yung transformation involved in the linear coefficients in two variables. And of course, to solve differential equations involving linear coefficients in two variables. Okay? So linear coefficients in two variables. So ano ba yung ibig sabihin yan? So linear coefficients. So consider natin tong dalawang linear equations dito. So pag sinabi natin linear equations, ano yung na babalikan natin pag linear equations? So yung degree ng ating mga variables is, first degree lang 'no, kaya siya linear. And of course kapag linear equation siya, pertaining tayo sa lines, okay. Kasi kung matatandaan niyo ang standard formula ng line is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. So pag chineck niyo itong form na 'to corresponds dito sa dalawang linear equations na 'to. So meaning, sa discussion na 'to, kino-consider natin is mga differential equation na may two linear equations. Ito yung equation na yun, itong a1x1 plus by1 plus c1 is equals to 0. And yung other equation na a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. Pero saan natin makikita yan? Makikita natin yan dun sa standard formula ng differential equation natin. So, standard formula natin, di ba, is m x of y in terms ng dx plus n in terms of x and y dy is equals to 0. So, papasok yung linear equations na yan natin dun sa, itong first one natin, papasok natin dun sa m, then yung second one natin, papasok natin dun sa n. Okay? So, we have a1x plus b1y plus c1 is yung dx plus a2x plus b2y plus c2 dy is equals to 0. So ito na yung, tinatawag nating differential equation with two linear coefficients in two variables. Okay. So anong tinatawag natin yung linear coefficients? Yung linear coefficients natin is pertaining dito sa mga a1, b1, and c1. A2, B2, and C2. And then yung two variables na sinasabi natin dito is yung X and Y natin. Okay? X and Y. Then, itong last natin, yung C1 and C2 are called yung constants natin. Okay? So, sa pagsasolve ng linear coefficients o linear coefficients in two variables, like for example, yung ganitong form ng differential equation, we have two cases to consider. Okay? So, ito yung mga cases to consider when solving this kind of problem. So, we have yung first case kapag yung linear equations natin ay nag-intersect. And then yung isa is kapag yung linear equation natin are parallel. Okay? So, yung case 1 and case 2 have different way of substitution or transformation para simplify natin yung given differential equation into a homogeneous equation. And then kapag homogeneous equation na siya, masasolve na natin siya by separation of variables. Then makukuha na natin yung solution for the differential equation. Okay? So let's first start with case number 1. So sa case number 1, two linear equation intersects. Okay? So if two linear equations representing two straight lines, okay, intersect, so ile-let down natin na si HK is the point of intersection nung dalawang equation natin. Okay? So paano makukuha yung HK o yung point of intersection? So we have two methods, several methods actually. So kung halimbawa meron kayong given two equations, meron kayong two equations, di ba? To solve for the point of intersection, we can, number one, solve it by substitution. Okay? Para makuha natin yung value ng x and y. Or pwedeng by elimination. No? Kaya pwedeng by matrix kung gusto ninyo, kung saan kayo mas nadadalian. Okay? And then after natin makuha yung point of intersection na yon na h and k pertaining doon sa x and y value na makukuha natin dito sa solution na to. Gagawin natin yung transformation natin or yung para ma-simplify natin yung given differential equation natin with two linear equations is to let yung x variable natin as u plus h. Okay? So, u is another variable plus h. Yung h natin is yung x coordinate ng point natin. And then yung y, sasubstitute natin v plus k. Okay? So, yung k is yung y dito sa point na to. Then, kunin natin yung derivatives. Then, itong nakuha natin to is sasubstitute natin dito sa volume to. Okay? Once na na-simplify natin yun, yung makukuha nating transformed equation is solvable by homogeneous equation. Okay? Kung mapapansin din natin, mamaya upon solving the example, yung transform equation natin will not have any constant term. Okay? So, makukuha lang natin is in terms of xy and xy lang. Okay? So, para mas ma-appreciate natin to, let's go to our first example. So, dito, solve the equation x minus 2y plus 3 and 4x plus y plus 3. Okay. So, since may dalawa tayong cases, sa unang tingin, paano ma-identify ngayon kung parallel or nag-intersect yung given mong problem, no? So, one way to identify siguro is kung natatandaan nyo yung pagkuha ng slope, di ba pag sinasabi natin na ang lines, bawa gawin natin iba na lang. So, bawa sabihin natin line 1, meron tayong line 1 and line 2. So, sinasabi natin parallel yan kapag anong equal sa kanila. If their slope is equal. Okay? So, yung value ng m. So, paano nakukuha ang slope? So, nakukuha ang slope. So, halimbawa meron tayong given na equation about ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. So ito yung 'di ba isang line natin. So gawin natin in terms ng y. So transpose ko yung dalawang variable sa kabila, ax minus c, and divide natin all by b. Okay? So y is equals to negative a over b x plus c minus b. Or ito yung common natin na mx plus b na slope form equation, no? So ibig sabihin, para makuha natin yung m, kapag given sa atin yung line, kunin natin yung m is equals to negative a over b. Okay? Pag nakuha natin yung slope, no, yung m value ng dalawang line, kapag sila is nag-equal, ibig sabihin parallel sila, gagawin natin solution is yung case 2, which will be discussed later. Pero sa check natin tong given example natin, if the slope will be equal, so pag di nag-equal, itong sa case 1 yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So let's check. So we have yung first equation natin. So we have x minus 2y plus 3 is equals to 0. So a standard, di ba, equation natin is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. So meaning dito, a is 1, b is negative 2, and c is equals to 3. So ang slope natin for equation 1 will be negative a over b or negative 1 over negative 2 or m is equals to 2. Okay. So kailangan yung equation 2 natin is mag-2 din para masabi nating parallel siya, no? So we have 4x plus y plus 3 is equals to 0. So a is 4, b is 1, and c is 3. So kitang-kita na negative a over b natin is 4 over 1 or negative 4, which is not equal. Okay? It's not equals to m2. So therefore, um, the two lines are not parallel, no? Okay? So not parallel sila, so more or less magi-intersect sila in some point. Okay? So kung not parallel sila, case 1 tayo. Okay? So proceed na tayo dun sa solution for case 1. Okay. So lagay lang ako ng another sheet. Okay, so yung problem natin is again x minus 2y plus 3 dx plus 4x plus y plus 3 dy is equals to 0. So since na-prove natin na hindi siya parallel, so kunin natin yung point of intersection niya. So we have yung equation 1 natin as yung x minus 2y plus 3 is equals to 0. And yung equation 2 natin as 4x plus y plus 3 is equals to 0. So para makakuha tayo ng um, x and y value, ang pinakamaganda gawin is, so depende na sa diskarte nyo, no? So itry kong ipag-add yung 1 plus twice nung equation 2. Okay? So we have x minus 2y plus 3 is equals to 0. And then we have 8x plus 2y plus 6 is equals to 0. So pag pinag-add natin, we have 9x plus 9 is equals to 0. So x will be equals to negative 1. And when we have the value of x, we can substitute that to any of the equations. So let's start with the first one. So we have x minus 2y plus 3 is equals to 0. So negative 1, negative 2y plus 3 is equals to 0. So ito magiging 2 is equals to 2y or y is equals to 1. So therefore, ang point of intersection natin, okay, is negative 1 and 1, which is ito yung h natin, ito yung k natin. Okay, so yan yung first step natin, no? Pagkuha ng point of intersection. Second is, kunin natin yung isa-substitute nating transformation variables para kay x and y. Okay? So, ang x will be equals to u plus h. So this will be x is equals to u minus 1. That's me. Then yung derivative niya will be dx is equals to du. Okay? For y, we have v plus k. So we have d, substitute muna natin yung value ng k. So we have y is equals to v plus 1. And then derivative is equals to dv. Okay? So when we have this value, we can now substitute this to the original equation. Okay? So rewrite ko muna yung original equation para on track tayo. So x minus 2y plus 3 dx plus 4x plus y plus 3 dy is equals to 0. Okay? So let's substitute. So we have sa x natin, that will be u minus 1. Okay? Yung bracket. Minus 2 times yung y natin is v plus 1. So v plus 1 plus 3. Okay? Then dx natin is magiging du plus 4 times yung value of x is u minus 1. Okay? Plus value of y is v plus 1. So plus 3. dy natin is dv. Okay? So let's simplify. So we have u minus 1 minus 2v minus 2 plus 3 du plus 4u minus 4 plus v plus 1 plus 3 dv. Okay? So dito, pag na-simplify natin, magka-cancel out yung constant. Kakancel out yung constant. Okay? So again, sabi ko nga kanina, yung magiging resulting transform equation natin is free of the constant term. Okay? So walang constant term na present. Okay? So ito yung given nating transform equation. Okay? So pag may transform equation na tayo, wait lang, inom lang akong tubig. Okay? Pag may transform equation na tayo, gagawin natin is, since homogeneous na siya, pwede na tayong substitute nung ginagawa natin. So, di ba ginagawa natin pag sa homogeneous equation is tinitingnan natin yung m at n kung alin yung mas simpler, so yun yung mas kukunti ang variable. For this case, both of them have two variables. Pero ang sa-substitute natin, ano ba gamitin natin is ano ba magandang gamitin? So, try natin gamitin dito ang unit natin is u at v, no? So, pwedeng itry ko, maglalat tayo ng bago. So, let u is equals to, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung ginagamit natin dun sa previous na lecture kasi nagamit na natin yung u at v dito sa first transformation natin, no? Dito. So, kailangan mag-introduce tayo ng bagong variable. So, try natin gawing vz. Okay? So, yung z yung bago natin. So, ibig sabihin, pag ginawa natin yung derivative, ito ay du is equals to p dz plus z dv. Okay? So, substitute natin yan sa given na transform equation natin. So, we have vz minus 2v du plus 4 vz. Sorry, yung mayroon para tayong du doon. Pwede natin substitute yung v dz plus z dv. Okay? So, plus 4 times BZ plus V dV is equals to 0. Okay? Then what we can do next is to combine yung sige baka malito kayo. So distribute na natin yung mga um, given nating variables, no? So pag dinistribute to, no? Ganito, okay? So we will have V squared Z dz plus V Z squared dz minus 2V squared dz minus 2VZ dV plus 4VZ dV plus V dV is equals to 0. Then combine natin yung like terms or ano natin, identify natin yung pwedeng mag-cancel out. So yung first term natin and yung third term is the same. So pwedeng mag-cancel out to. Next is itong dalawang term natin, pwede siyang mag-minus. Tama ba? So magiging 2VC dV na lang siya. So in short, pagsamahin na natin yung V tsaka yung Z. Okay? So dito, sa baba, i-factor out ko na yung common term sa kanila. Okay? So we have V. So 2Z plus 1 TV plus VZ squared DZ is equals to 0. So as we can see, after homogeneous equation, applying homogeneous equation na transformation, nakakuha na tayo ng separable equation, no? Okay? So pag may separable equation na tayo, so next natin gagawin natin is to solve yung value natin, no? So let's just get this one. Okay, so ito yung given equation natin na bago. So para maging separable lang siya. So transpose natin sa kabila yung isang equation. So 2z plus 1 dv equals to negative v z squared dz. Okay, then divide natin both side dito is 2z plus 1. And from the other side, dito ay v. So 2z plus 1 tsaka v. So cancel out to. Cancel out yung v. So cancel out yung v dito. So we have dv is equals to negative z squared dz over 2z plus 1. Okay? So pag meron na tayo niyan, ano na mangyayari? So kasunod natin is integration tayo, no? So sa pag ano ng integration, so let's check nga muna ulit yung given natin dito. Double check natin para hindi tayo magkamali mamaya, no? Tama ba yung mga na-cancel out ko? So we have v squared dz, okay? So as dito maging vz squared dz plus 2v squared dz. Okay. So ito dapat di ko pala to pinag-cancel out. Ito pala ay number 2. Okay? So, sorry. Ito dapat hindi mag-cancel out to. Okay. So, ibig sabihin kulang pa yung separable equation natin. Okay? So, revise ko lang to. Okay. All in all, pwede lang natin pag-combine is yung ito lang given fourth and fifth term. Okay? Okay, so ifa-factor out natin yung common dito sa given natin. So, v squared, okay, double check natin, v squared z dz, okay, so v z squared, uh, uh, dv, okay ha, okay, so dv minus 2 v squared dz minus 2 vz dv, okay, or vz dv plus v dv, okay. So, factor out natin yung sa dz, so sa ano, so v squared, may itong z minus 2 dz, then yung isa para sa dv, so common is yung v, so plus v z squared plus 2z plus 1 dv is equals to 0. Okay? So ito yung separable pala natin. Okay? So ibaguhin natin yung ginawa natin doon sa kanina. Okay? So we have this one. So mangyari, ilipat natin sa kabila. So v squared z minus 2 dz equals to negative v z squared plus 2z plus 1 dv. Okay? So divide natin ng v squared saka ng z squared plus 2z plus 1. So ito is v, hindi na kailangan ng, so v squared z squared plus 2z plus 1. Okay? So we cancel out yung v squared, cancel out natin 'to, and cancel out natin yung matitira sa ilalim. So we have z minus 2 over z squared plus 2z plus 1 dz. Balik ko na dito sa left side. So plus dv over v is equals to 0. Okay? Then we integrate both terms. So yung first term natin is magiging z for 2 over factor nito is z plus 1 squared dz. Okay? Then plus yung second term natin is mas madali, no? Pag in-integrate natin, ln v na lang agad yan. Is equals to uh, ln c. Okay? So yung first term natin is kailangan i-partial fraction pa natin, ano? So pa-review na lang ng partial fraction. So pag kinuha natin yung partial fraction nung given na fraction natin is equals to sa a all over. So repeating yung given partial fraction natin, ano? Okay. So m plus 1 squared. Okay? So pag sinimplify, ba't naging m? So z plus 1 plus b over z plus 1 squared. Okay? So ito will be z minus 2 is equals to a times z plus 1 plus b. So to get yung value ng a and b, magsa-substitute na yung value. So if a is equals to 0, Ah, sa z pala tayo magsa-substitute. So, 'pag z is equals to 0, ang mangyayari, -2 is equals to a plus b. Excuse me. And then, kapag z is equals to -1, we have -3 is equals to b. Okay? So, a natin will be equal sa -2 plus 3 or a is equals to 1. So, yung partial fraction natin will be 1 over z plus 1 minus 3 all over z plus 1 squared. Okay? So, going back dun sa original natin. So, yung first term natin will be now transformed into 1 over z plus 1 dz minus 3z z plus 1 squared plus ln v is equals to ln c. So, integrate natin to. So, we have ln of z plus 1 minus. So, dito, anong pwedeng solution dito sa so pwedeng UDU lang doon sa second term, no? So since ito yung U natin, assume natin U, pwede nating ilagay sa numerator yan. Magiging siyang U, -2 du, no? So i-direct ko na lang, no? Sige, sulat ko muna, baka mali to. Okay? So ln z plus 1 minus 3. So this will be integration. So mangyayari is so plus 1, no? So u -1. So dapat mapunta na siya sa ilalim. So 1 over z plus 1 tapos times -2 plus 1 is -1. Okay? Plus ln v is equals to ln c. Next is ln z plus 1 minus plus 3 over z plus 1 plus ln v is equals to ln c. Pero hindi pa to tapos, no? Kailangan sa-substitute natin back siya dun sa inassume natin na value natin. So yung inassume natin is u is equals to vz, no? Ito. So sa-substitute natin. So dito. So u is equals to vz. So ang z natin is equals to u over v. Okay? So this will be ln u over v. Okay? Plus 1 plus 3 all over u over v plus 1 plus ln v is equals to ln c. Then kapag nakaganyan na yung form niya, pwedeng simplify natin. Pag samasamahin natin yung lahat ng naka-ln sa isang side, then lahat ng yung isang term sa right side. So magiging ln u v plus 1 plus ln v. Then si ln c pag transpose is the same, ln c pa din siya. So -3 over u over v plus 1. Then simplify natin, magiging ln. So yung u over v plus 1 can be written as u plus v over v. Okay? Tapos naka-plus siya, so times V times C. Okay? Pero pwede natin cancel out yung V mamaya. Okay? So ito will be U plus V times V. Okay? So nireciprocate lang yung denominator. Then, so magiging itong ln U plus V times C is equals to negative 3V over U plus V. Pero hindi pa din dyan tapos kasi nag-substitute tayo nung first transformation natin. Ito yung first transformation natin, no? Na ang x natin is u minus 1 and y natin is b plus 1. Okay? So, kunin natin yon. Dito na sa kasunod, no? Okay? Okay. Kaya mahaba yung solution sa problems na ganito, no? Okay. So, yung nakuha natin na substitution kanina is ang x natin ay equal sa u minus 1. So, pwede natin gawing u is equals to x plus 1. Then yung y natin is v plus 1. So, ang v natin is y minus 1. Okay? So, substituting that value. So, ln, u natin is x plus 1. Ang v natin is plus y minus 1 times c is equals to negative 3. V natin y minus 1 over um, x plus 1 plus y minus 1. Okay, simplify. So, we have ln x plus y c is equals to negative 3 y minus 1 all over x plus y. Okay? Then simplify pa natin. So pwede itong maging x plus y cross multiply x plus y c is equals to negative 3y plus 3. So this will be your solution for the given problem. Okay? Makita nyo, hindi naman masyado mahaba yung solution. Okay? 3 pages. So may clarification po ba dito sa first example natin? So again, balikan natin yung mga step, no? Yung first one is chinek natin kung parallel or hindi yung given lines natin. Then nakuha natin na yung slope niya is not equal. So therefore, hindi siya parallel. And probably yung lines natin will intersect at some point. And then next is in-apply natin yung kinuha natin yung point of intersection nila. And kapag nakuha natin yung point of intersection, kinuha natin yung first substitution na variable natin, no? Gamit yung point of intersection. And sinubstitute natin siya dun sa original equation para makakuha tayo ng transform equation using yung value ng point of intersection. Once na meron tayong transform equation, na ibig sabihin nasa homogeneous equation ng form na siya. So, meron ulit tayong another transformation ng variable, which is nag-introduce tayo ng bagong z, no? Kasi yung ginamit natin last time is v lang, no? V, x, and y lang. Since nagamit na natin ng x and y, tsaka v dito, tsaka u, kailangan mag-arrive tayo ng another substitution. So, yung v yung kasama. Okay? Then, performing that, nag-arrive tayo sa separable equation na to. So, kung separable yung equation, we can now use integration para ma-simplify yung given differential equation. So, nagkataon dito na yung given nating isang term is naka-radical rational function. Naka-rational function siya. Kaya kailangan i-decompose o partial decomposition or partial fraction. Then, after makuha natin yung integration ng bawat term, simplify natin by substituting yung lahat ng mga assumptions na ginawa natin. Yung first is yung pinakahuling assumption natin na u is equals to vz. Then after natin Substitute yun, na-finalize natin na ito yung magiging kumukuha natin equation. Sinubstitute natin siya dun sa first assumption natin para makuha natin yung original variables natin na in terms of x and y. Okay? So, yan yung para sa case 1. Okay? So, let's try another one involving case 1 ulit. Okay? So, dito, siguro para mas madali na lang, kunin mo na lang agad yung slope, no? So, ang M1 mo dito, laging negative A over B naman. So, negative 2 over negative 5. So, 2/5 yung sa line 1. Sa line 2 is um, so kailangan naka-standard form, no? Pero kahit hindi naka-standard form, ito magiging itong negative 2x minus 4y plus 6 dy is equals to 0. So yung a natin will be negative 2 over negative 4, which is of course hindi naman equal dun sa M1 natin. So therefore hindi siya homogeneous, no? Hindi siya, sorry. So hindi siya parallel. So ibig sabihin, gagamitin nating solution is yung pagkuha ng point of intersection. Okay? So first natin is yung point of intersection natin. So point of intersection, so 2x minus 5y plus 3, okay, is equals to 0. Then yung second natin is negative 2x minus 4y plus 6 is equals to 0. So since parang mas madali mo mag-complement na pag-add na lang to, makukuha tayong negative 9y plus 9 is equals to 0 or y is equals to 1. Then sa x natin, so 2x minus 5y times 1 plus 3 is equals to 0. We have 2x minus 5 plus 3 is equals to 0. We have 2x equals to positive 2. So x is equals to 1. So yung point of intersection natin is 1, 1. Okay? So kung may point of intersection na tayo, so ang x is equals to u plus h. So wala tayong x is equals to u plus 1. Then dx is equals to du. Then y is equals to v plus k, or y is equals to v plus 1, or dy is equals to dv. Then substitute natin dun sa original equation to get yung transform equation natin. So we have 2 times u plus 1 minus 5 v plus 1 plus 3, and dx natin is magiging du plus minus 2 times yung x natin is u plus 1 plus 4 times yung y natin is v plus 1 minus 6. dy natin will be dv is equals to 0. Then we simplify. So we have 2u plus 2. Or pwedeng gawin natin, since alam natin may eliminate lagi yung constant niyan, kahit i-check nyo na lang, no? Mabawa to. Alam natin 2 times 1 is 2. Negative 5 times 1 is, so 2 negative 5. So magiging 2 minus 5. So dito negative 3. Tapos may plus 3 doon. So will be 0 yung constant na, no? So pwedeng matira na lang dito sa first natin is 2u minus 5v du. Okay? So para hindi na lumaki pa yung ano natin, transformation natin. Next is yung kasunod na term is ito is 2 times 1. So 2, 4 times 1. So meron tayong 2 plus 4 is 6. Minus 6 will be 0. So matitira sa atin is 2u plus 4v times dv is equals to 0. So ito na yung transformed equation natin na homogeneous, no? So once homogeneous na siya, next na gagawin natin is to get yung transformation na using yung ano natin, no? Yung may additional tayong variable. Okay? So let ulit natin na u is equals to bz or du is equals to v dz plus z dv. Okay? So let's substitute. So we have 2 times yung u natin is vz minus 5v. Then du natin is v dz plus z dv minus 2 times vz plus 4v times dv. Okay, is equals to 0. Then we simplify. So ganun ulit, no? Okay, so we have 2v squared z dz plus 2vz squared dv minus 5v squared dz minus 5vz dv minus vz squared. So 2 pala yun, ano? Okay. So 2vz dv minus 4v dv is equals to 0. Okay? So like terms natin na pwedeng pag-minusin is itong dalawang term na ito. So pwede pa siyang pag-addin, no? So pagsasama-samahin ulit yung factor out yung same term. So dz muna tayo. So sa dz, pwede natin factor out yung v squared. So magiging 2z, okay, plus 5 dz. Then lahat ng dv, ang common sa kanya ay v. So v will be 2z squared tapos minus 7z minus 4 dv is equals to 0. So ito na yung ating separable equation natin. Okay? So ito yung separable equation. So simplify natin. We have v squared 2z plus 5 dz is equals to negative v 2z squared minus 7z minus 4 dv. So dito, divide natin v squared. Sa kabila, divide natin 2z squared minus 7z minus 4. So v squared, 2z squared minus 7z minus 4. So cancel out to. Cancel out to. Then cancel out to. So matitira will be 2z plus 5 all over 2z squared minus 7z minus 4 dz. Tapos i-transpose ko pabalik. So dv over v is equals to 0. Okay. So next na gagawin natin is so meron na naman tayong radical ano, rational fraction. So maganda i-factor out muna natin yung denominator niya. So 2z plus 5 all over. Yung factor nun is pwedeng maging 2m plus 1 times m minus 4. Okay. So, linear equation tayo na walang repeating. So, we have a all over 2m, um, nagiging m to. So, 2z plus 1, tapos z minus 4, so equals to a over 2z plus 1, okay, plus b all over z minus 4, or 2z plus 5 is equals to a times z minus 4 plus b times 2z plus 1. Okay? So, kapag si z is equals to 4, this will be 13 equals to b times 9. Or ang b natin is equals to 13 over 9. Okay? Tama ba? So, 2z minus 5. Okay. So, mali tayo ng ano dito. So, mali tayo minus. Minus. Okay? So, minus. Okay? So, dapat minus to dito. If z is equals to 4, so we have 2 times 4 minus 5 is equals to b times 2 times 4 plus 1. Okay? So we have 8 minus 5 is 3 is equals to b times 9, or b is equals to 1/3. Okay? Then, assume natin na mangyayari ay assume if z is equals to negative 1/2, no? Para mag-0 yung b. So, z is equals to negative 1/2. So, ito will be 2 times negative 1/2 minus 5 equals to a negative 1/2 minus 4. So, this will be negative 1 minus 5 equals to a negative 1 negative 8 over 2. So, this will be negative 6 equals to negative 9a, or a natin will be equals to so 9 over 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay. Okay. 12, negative 12. So this will be 4/3. Okay. So this will be 4 over 3 2z plus 1 plus 1 over 3z minus 4. Okay. So kunin natin yan. Okay, so ito na yung nangyari sa first term. Then yung so lahat ito is may dz. So plus dv over v is equals to 0. So we integrate. So we have 4/3. So kailangan 2dc dapat. So times 1/2 ln 2z plus 1 plus 1/3 ln z minus 4 plus ln v is equals to ln c. So simplify, we have 2/3 ln 2z plus 1 plus 1/3 z minus 4 plus ln v. Tapos lipat natin yung ln c is equals to 0. Then simplify natin lahat. So we have So yung mga nasa unahan pwedeng maging exponent. So meron tayong ln 2z plus 1 2/3 times z minus 4 1/3, okay, times b times c. Okay? Or pwede simplify natin ng mas maganda, i-multiply natin lahat ng equation o yung lahat ng term natin by 3 para wala tayong fraction. Okay? So we have 2 ln 2z plus 1 plus ln z minus 4 plus 3 ln b plus ln c is equals to 0. Okay? So this will be ln 2 2z plus 1 squared times z minus 4 times b cubed c is equals to 0. So since naka-ln naman yan, pwede nating itanggalin yung ln, no? So later, so pwede na tayo mag-substitute pabalik, no? So yung unang substitution, yung pinakahulang substitution natin, u is equals to bz or z is equals to u over v. So ln 2, so 2u over v plus 1 squared, u minus v minus 4 v cubed c is equals to 0. So we have ln, so magiging 2u plus v all over v squared squared. So to u minus 4v over v cubed c is equals to 0. So it is v squared squared. Teka, ba't nagkameron ng squared yung una? Okay. So, ito magiging v squared tapos b. So maka-cancel out yung mga v natin. So magiging itong 2u plus v squared times u minus 4v c is equals to 0. Yung last natin is x is equals to u plus 1. So pwede natin gamitin na u is equals to x minus 1. Tapos y is equals to v plus 1. V is equals to y minus 1. So we have ln. So 2x minus 2 plus y minus 1 squared. Then u is x minus 1 minus 4y plus 4. Okay, 4y plus 4 c is equals to 0. So this will be ln 2x plus y minus 3 squared times x minus 4y plus 3c is equals to 0. Okay, so this will be your final answer. Okay. So again, 3 pages na formula for a single equation, no? So one thing na pwede nyo makuha dito is to practice, practice, practice. Okay? Question sa case 1 before we go to case 2. Okay? So we have yung case 2. So sa case 2 is yung sasabi ko nga kapag linear, yung equation natin, two linear equation natin are parallel. O ibig sabihin yung slope ng line 1 is equals to slope ng M2. Okay? So yung magiging substitution daw natin will be v is equals to a1x plus b1y or as kung ano yung derivative nun. So ito lang, single transformation lang yung gagamitin natin. Isang note dito, yung gagamitin nating value ng B is equals to A1x plus B1y is yung smallest scale, no? Scale. Okay? Kasi 'di ba kung magiging parallel kung magiging equal yung M1 and M2 natin, more likely yung value ng A at B nung mismong equation natin, no? Is either equal yung value ng A and B, A1 is equals to A2, B1 is equals to B2, or pwedeng si A1 is twice nung A2, no? So pag nangyari 'yon, ang hanapin mo is yung smallest scale para i-substitute dun sa given nating transformation. Okay? So let's try. So ito yung given equation natin. So we have 6x minus 3y plus 2 dx minus 2x minus y minus 1. Okay? So sa equation 1 natin, so we have 6x minus 3y plus 2, so 0. So yung m natin will be negative 6 over negative 3, or m natin is equals to 2. And then yung sa second equation natin, we have 2x minus y minus 1 is equals to 0. Or pwede yung ginawa ko kanina, maging negative 2x plus y plus 1. Okay? So, gawin natin negative plus plus. So, m2 will be negative ng a over b. So, it will be 2. So, equal siya, no? Pero, pansin nyo, yung a dito is 6 and b dito is negative 3. Yung a dito is negative 2 and yung b dito is 1. No? Pag pinag-compare nyo, parang yung sa equation 2 is naka times 3 lang nung equation 1. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yung smallest scale yung gagamitin natin. So, ito yung gagamitin nating value ng A1 tsaka ng B1. Para yung transformation natin will be V is equals to A1, A1x plus B1y. So, maging V is equals to negative 2. Okay, negative 2x plus y. Okay, then kunin natin yung derivative niyan. So, dv negative 2 dx plus dy. Then, yan yung sa-substitute na natin doon sa original equation natin. Okay? So, pag sinubstitute natin, so we have 6 times x minus 3y plus 2. Okay? Wait lang ha. Okay. Check ko lang yung given example natin. Okay. Okay, so bago natin substitute directly dun sa mismong equation natin, diba nakita natin na negative 2x, yung original equation natin will be 6x minus 3y plus 2 dx plus negative 2x plus y plus 1 dy na. Okay? So yung 2x, negative 2x plus y, ito yun, corresponds yun dito. Ibig sabihin v to, no? And then, pag tingnan natin sa first equation, pag times 3 natin yan, bawa kunin natin yung 3b, magiging siyang, okay, so magiging siya, times natin ng negative 3b, okay? So, magiging siyang positive 6x minus 3y, okay? Which correspond dun sa first equation naman natin, no? So, ito magiging negative 3b. So, yun yung pwede natin substitute. Yung original natin ngayon magiging negative 3b plus 2. Then, dx natin is the same. Okay? Dx plus, okay? So, binago natin yung sign. Naging plus to. Then, b plus 1 times yung dy natin is magagaling dun sa dito sa equation na to. So, dy natin will be dv plus 2 dx. Okay? So, dv plus 2 dx. Okay? Equals 0. Mas mangyayari, pwede natin pagsamahin yung common na factor sa kanila, no? So, dito, pag minultiply natin yung dx dito, pwede natin pagsamahin dun sa first term. So, we have negative 3b plus 2 plus yung multiply natin magiging plus 2b plus 2 dx plus ito will be v plus 1 dv is equals to 0. Then, yung sagot natin will be negative v plus 4 dx plus v plus 1 dv is equals to 0. So, mapapansin nyo, separable na yung given equation natin. No? So, mas mabilis yung transformation equation natin to homogeneous equation. Okay? So, ito na yung i-solve natin. So, we have v plus 4 dx negative v plus 1 dv. So, divide natin both side by negative v plus 4 plus 4. So, we have dx is equals to So, pwede tayo mag-algebraic manipulation dito. So, try ko munang baguhin muna yung denominator natin. Gawin kong negative v minus 4. Okay? Para mag-cancel out yung negative sign. So, we have v plus 1 dv over v minus 4 dx. Then, para magkameron tayo ng v minus 4 sa taas, kailangan by algebraic manipulation. So, we have v minus 4 plus 5 para maging positive 1 ulit siya. Okay? dv equals to v minus 4. So, ito will be dx is equals to v minus 4 dv over v minus 4 plus 5 dv over v minus 4. Cancel out to. Perform natin integration. We have x is equals to v plus 5 ln v minus u plus c. Okay? Then substitute natin pabalik yung assumption natin para sa v. So, yung v natin kanina, 4 pala to, no? Hindi to u. V plus 4, okay? 4. V minus 4. So, yung v natin is equals to negative 2x plus y. So, v is equals to negative 2x plus y. So, x will be negative 2x plus y plus 5 ln negative 2x plus y minus 4 plus c. So, this will be, combine natin like terms. So, 3x minus y plus c is equals to ln negative 2x plus y minus 4. Okay? So, this will be your final answer. Okay? Question para sa case 2? Sorry, nawala yung 5, no? Yeah, may 5 yan. Question sa case 2. Okay? So, recap, yung sa case 2, after ma-prove na parallel siya, identify natin yung smaller scale na A and B. Kasi yung sa-substitute natin sa transformation equation natin na to. Okay? So, kaya naging negative 2x plus y. Then, kinuha natin yung value na yan, sinubstitute natin dun sa original equation using yung v as yung dito, no? Sinubstitute natin dito sa first term, ito yon. Kasi yung plus 1 is yung plus 1 niya dito. Then ito is yung 6x minus 3y is just times negative 3 nung v natin. So dito sinubstitute yon. Plus 2, ito yung plus 2. Then pinag-combine yung lahat ng may dx. Then simplify, may nakakuha tayo ng separable equation. Okay? Another example for this problem. We have 2x plus 3y minus 1 plus 2x plus 3y plus 2 equals, okay? So, equation 1 natin. So, pag chinek natin parehas yung A and B niya, so alam natin parallel agad siya, no? So, pwede diretso na agad tayo sa V is equals to AX plus BY. So, we know na V will be equals sa 2x plus 3y. Tapos yung derivative niya is dV 2dx plus 3dy. Kapag upon substitution, makikita natin na itong first term natin is B na agad, no? So, pag sinubstitute natin, magiging lang siyang B minus 1 dx plus B plus 2. So, dy natin manggagaling dito. So, this will be dy is equals to dv over 3 minus 2 over 3 dx. Okay? Okay, so we have dv minus 2 dx over 3 is equals to 0. Or multiply na lang natin both side by 3. So we have 3v minus 1 dx plus v plus 2 times dv minus 2 dx. Okay? Then next is to combine yung like terms. So yung sa dx natin, meron tayong 3v minus 3. Then meron tayo ito. So we have negative 2v minus 4 dx plus yung remaining natin na dv na v plus 2 dv. Okay? Simplify. We have v minus 7 dx plus v plus 2 dv is equals to 0. So, separable na equation na yon. Okay? Kung separable na siya, transpose natin to other side. So, we have v minus 7 dx. So, negative v plus 2 dv. So, divide natin both side by v minus 7. V minus 7. So, cancel out natin. So, dx is equal plus. Balik natin dito sa left side. So, para magkameron ng v minus 7, so, yan ulit natin, ano? Algebraic manipulation. Okay? Is equals to 0. So, dx plus v minus 7 dv over v minus 7 plus 9 dv over v minus 7 is equals to 0. Integrate natin lahat. Cancel out 'to. So we have x plus v plus 9 ln v minus 7 equals to c. Then substitute natin yung value ng v natin na 2x plus 3y. Okay? So x plus 2x plus 3y plus 9 ln 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equals to z. So final answer will be 3x plus 3y plus 9 ln 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equals to c. Or pwede natin divide lahat ng side. Multiply natin by 1/3. Final answer will be x plus y plus 3 ln 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equals to c. So that will be our final answer for this particular problem. No? Okay? So much simpler yung given solution kapag na-prove nating parallel yung line natin. Okay? Unlike kapag ano siya, nag-intersect siya, madaming substitution at transformation na kailangan gawin. So, alam naman natin yung kaya hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung case 1 dun sa pag-parallel yung line natin kasi pag sinabi ng parallel, never siya mag-intersect, no? Kaya may ibang treatment sa kanya. So you have to know how to get the slope of the line para masabi niyong parallel or not parallel siya. Okay? Question po regarding this topic? Okay? So if none, this ends our lecture for today. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
So see you guys again next
Thank you,
week
sir.
sa exam na. Okay? So the pointers of exam will be all of the uh, methods na pinapag-aralan natin, yung separable equation, homogeneous equation, tsaka linear coefficients in two variables.